Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are able to hear me. Can someone confirm if you're able to hear me and see my screen?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we
sir.
were able to.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. So let's get started. Yeah, my name is Karthik, guys. Those who do not know me, I'm going to facilitate this session on the collections and data structures for you guys. Okay. So before getting into the details, so today I'm going to cover what I'm going to teach in the collections and data structures. I mean, the course content, detail, fee, structure, everything, timing, etc. We are going to cover in the today's class. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll get started into a content. Okay. So the prerequisite for this course is to know core Java knowledge. You may not be master in core Java, but at least you need to know what is a class, how to write a class, what is an exception, what is a framework, what is an interface, etc. So the basics of core Java you need to know. You may not be good at writing a program. That's fine. I'll be taking care of it. But you should be good at least writing a core Java program with simple logic, like what is a method, what is a static method, what's abstract method, uh, some basics of core Java, like instance variable, static variables, how to call an instance method, how to call a static method, etc. Okay. And I have divided, see, this was a full course of data structures only. I have broken down this course into two parts. One is collections and then data structures. I mean, I would say like advanced data structures. The reason for that is so many of the students want to learn more on collections, not on data structures. And some people want to learn only advanced data structures. So I've broken down into two parts. So in the first part, collections, we are going to learn the first what is array, some basics of array, and why do we need to go for collection framework first of all. Like we have arrays, right? What is the problem with array and why we need a collection framework? And then we are going to look at collection hierarchy, collections. Okay. So some details about the collection and then arrays we are going to look at first. Before this, let me give my introduction. So I've been working in software industry from past 14, close to 14 plus years. I'm working as an architect in one of the MNC, and I've been taking the classes for Ashok IT from past 4.5 years. So this is 13th batch of me taking the data structures and algorithms. I take the classes on core Java, advanced Java, data structures, algorithms, design patterns, Java 8.9.11, Java threads, etc. So out of that, this is the most frequent batch that is taught by me. And this is the 13th batch I'm teaching out of close to 32 batches, like close to 30 to 35% of data structures batch in the Ashok IT are taught by me from the inception of Ashok IT. So that's the brief introduction about myself. Let's continue back. So now, once we know what is a why do we need to go for collection framework, we get started with a list. So we know that list set the map. So the way this course, training is different from other institutes or other tutors is you might have seen in other institutes or somewhere when they are teaching about array list, they tell you that array list is ordered, array list allows duplicates, right? And vector is also same as array list, but the only capacity is different. Map does not allow duplicate keys. Map does not it allow one null key. And it does not allow duplicates. Map is not ordered. So that's how you learned an high level, correct? But in this course, we are going to look at the internal implementation. In most of the interviews, they might be asking, you have a method in the array list, like add method, remove method, right? So they might be asking, what is the logic inside add method? Or how does the array list works internally? So this is nothing but an internal implementation of list set map. All this list set map, the most important methods like add method, remove method, get method. If you understand this one, remaining methods you can derive on your own. So I'm going to teach the internal implementation of all this list interface, set interface, map interface. These are the interfaces. And array list, hash map, hash set are the classes of these interfaces. So we are going to look at how can I, how do I know the internal data structure, internal implementation of all these classes. And we are going to create a custom array list. The custom collection is nothing but, so we have a class called array list in Java, right? So in some of the interviews I have seen that they might be asking, create a own class which works similar to a array list. Array list is not synchronized, correct? But create your own collection that should be synchronized. It should work same as array list, but it should be synchronized. How do I do? That is what I'm going to teach. Like we are going to create a custom collection. Like we are going we are going to create a class that will work like array list. That means you are creating your own collection object. So that we are going to learn how to. And then in the list interface specifically we talk about array list, vector, linked list, set. We talk about all this. In the map we talk about concurrent hash map. Before discussing concurrent hash map, we discuss about what is a concurrent modification exception. Not the theory. I'll tell about why do we get a concurrent modification exception. In there, what is the internal implementation on how Java identifies the concurrent modification exception. How to overcome that? So in list, we overcome the current modification exception by using copy and write array list. In set, we use copy and write array set. But in hash map, we use concurrent hash map. So we talk about all of this. And then we also talk about how to sort the hash map, because hash map is having both key and value. When someone is asking you to sort the hash map, then you need to ask a question immediately. Do you want to sort by value or do you want to sort by keys, correct? Because it has two different things, right? You have a key and you have a value. Just give me a minute, guys. Let me admit. Yeah, if anybody is waiting for the lobby, please let me know. I'm just trying to admit everyone. Yeah, let's continue. So so basically this array hash map sorting is little difficult because the key can be anything, the value can be anything, right? So how to do that we are going to look at. And in the hash map, whenever you're using a hash map, there is some important question like why do you override the hash code and equals method, right? First of all, why that is needed, why are we overriding it? What happens if we don't override? What happens if you override it? So we are going to look at that. And post that we are going to look at on what is a iterator, what is a list iterator, difference between iterator and list iterator, and concurrency versus synchronization, and then custom collection. Just now I have told. So once this is done, I also teach about a linked list. Linked list in the sense, so generally most of the people think that linked list, stack, and queue are data structures. Agree? Array list, vector are collection objects. And you think that array list vector are not the data structures, but these are the linked list, stack, queue are the data structures. Does anyone agree with me? Do you have that perception? Till now, does anyone has a perception that linked list, stack, queue are the data structures and array list vector are the collection objects, not the data structures? Does anyone have that belief? Guys, this is an interactive session. You can unmute yourself and speak. I don't mute you guys. Let's make it as an interactive session. Like you don't need to wait until the last minute to answer, to ask
Yes,
your
sir.
question.
Actually, in
Yes, sir.
the colleges, teachers, faculties used to tell this kind of stuff only. Like it contains in data structure.
Yeah. So the that is a
Yes,
problem
sir.
why I
Actually,
have broken down. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, sir. Actually, relation and vector is also related to data structure.
But
My
you do
thought
not
is
know why it is
because
called as a collection object, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
so now let's look at
And
the,
so
yeah,
even I tried to like look into the YouTubes also. Those people also used to consider this as a data structure.
yeah. So the reason for that is, so we have a, the base is collection, correct? From the collection, so we get list interface, set interface, and queue interface. Okay. Now from the list we have, what are the classes? Array list is a class which implements a list interface. We'll see. All this I'll show you the code later, but I'm just telling you, for those who know the core Java. Array list implements list interface, vector implements, linked list implements, correct? Right? And when it comes to set, when it comes to queue, array blocking queue, linked blocking queue, correct? Uh, and then stack is the one. Stack is a class which is extending from vector. So now, see, array list is a class which is implementing list interface, right? So similarly, so whenever it is implementing a list interface, it is internally implementing collection interface. So array list can be called as a class collection object, correct? Generally, right? Because it is implementing directly or indirectly collection interface. So linked list is also a class which is implementing list interface. So I should call the linked list is also a collection object, right? Do you guys agree with me? Let me show you a code in a minute. My Eclipse is loading. But so what I'm trying to say is when a list is implementing a list interface and we are calling it as a collection object, because collection is an interface, you cannot create an object of an interface in Java directly. You have to have a class and then say I'm trying to show you the predefined Java code, guys. Array list is a class in Java, right? So I'm showing you the dot class file. Look at here. Whatever the class I have opened, java.util.arraylist.class. It's a dot class file. I'll tell you how to open this dot class file and see the code later. Since it is the first class, I'm just telling you the course content. So now you can see array list is a class implementing list interface. So since it is implementing list interface and list is a interface and it is extending from collection. So can I call array list is a collection object because it is indirectly implementing collection interface?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now similarly, let's look at linked list. Linked list is also a class implementing list interface, correct? So when we are calling the array list is a collection object, we should also call the linked list is also a collection object, correct? Yes or no? Now similarly,
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
vector. So let's look at. But the perception that we have so far is linked list is a data structure, array list is a collection object, correct? See, now look at vector. Vector is also implementing list interface. So vector is a collection object. Similarly, let's look at stack. See, stack is extending from vector. So I should call stack also a collection object, right? So that means, so the reason I included this stack, queue, trees, and then trees a tree map, the basics into a collection course only. But have you guys seen any of the collection or any of the core Java in having telling about the details of linked list stack queue? Do they talk about these classes in the collection course content?
No, sir.
No. The reason is everyone
No, sir.
thinks that these are the data structures, and these are little difficult one. Okay, so and only array list vector hash map hash set they teach in the collections and say that it's completed. But if you are in the core Java, I mean, if you're working in a Java, it's good to know that these are also a collection object. Like linked list is also a collection object. Stack is also a collection object. Queue, like a priority queue, a linked blocking queue, all the queues are also collection objects only. And tree, when it comes to a tree map, so tree map is extending from map interface. It is not a collection object, but we can convert it as a collection object. So tree is a tree map. So these are also a collection object. Hence, I'm going to teach all these things in the collection batch itself. So in the linked list, we are going to learn what is a linked list, how does a linked list is going to work, and we are going to create a linked list our own. When I say I'm going to create a linked list means uh, there are some questions that can be asked like insert a node in the middle of a linked list, insert a node at the end of a linked list, print a linked list. I hope so. Some of you guides might have got this question in the interview, right? Print a linked list or insert a node in a linked list in the middle of a position or at the end or at the first, right? So we are going to
Yes, sir.
look at.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these are the hacker rank questions you can see on my screen. All these questions where I'm going to teach you like how to do. Like I'm going to write a program in front of you guys, and we are going to solve all these questions. Okay. Now, once completed of the linked list, we'll go and look at stack. So stack is also a data structure. It is extending from vector. That means it is similar to a vector, right? So, but how it is different from stack? So vector, how stack is different from vector? because stack is following the last in first out. How can I get the last in first out behavior? I'll tell you. And then how to implement a stack using array, how to implement stack using linked list, how to implement stack using queue. We are going to learn under the stack topic. And coming to the queue, what is a queue? We have different queues like D queue, blocking queue, priority queue. What is the difference between array blocking queue, linked blocking queue? How to implement a queue using array list, queue, link list, and stack. And then I'll go to the trees. So we already have link list, stack, and queue. Why do we need to go for trees? There are some problems which cannot be solved by link list, stack, and queue. So to solve those problems, we go for trees. In the tree, we learn about basic concept like what is a binary tree, what is a binary search tree, and then how do I traverse over a tree, like in order traversal, pre-order traversal, post-order traversal. And then we are going to learn about tree set and tree map. So this is a collections. These are entire data structures only, but I broken down into a collections and then the advanced data structures. The first collection, whatever I have discussed so far, this is the course content that will be covered in the collection. Now, once this is done, we are going to look at the advanced data structures. In the advanced data structure, we are going to learn about what is the time complexity, what is the space complexity. Okay, and let's start with the sorting techniques. All the sorting techniques like bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort. And in the quick sort, there are two ways. Li- Uh, quick sort as taking the first element as a pivot element, Lomuto's partition, and Horare's partition. So we are going to look at that. And in the heap, we are going to look at what is max heap, how to convert the given array into a max heap, what is a mini heap, etc. And then heap sort. So all the sorting techniques we are going to look at. And I mean, from this is the place where the advanced data structure topics will come. Okay. Once this sorting techniques are completed, we are going to look at graph, like how to construct a graph, breadth first search, depth first search, and there is some algorithm called shortest path algorithm. That is also called a Dijkstra algorithm. We are going to look at that, and then dynamic programming. So might be some of the questions nowadays product-based companies are asking. What is dynamic programming? How can I write a dynamic programming? How can I solve the Fibonacci series problem? Recursion, coin change problem is very important. So we are going to look at what is the problem with a recursion and how that problem is solved by the dynamic programming. And then also tell you about when to apply the dynamic programming, right? So that will be covered under the dynamic programming. Post that, we are going to look at matrix. So 2 by 2 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, n by n matrix, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, symmetric, printing, transpose, all of those. And then pattern printing. So these are some patterns. I have given examples, but these can be converted into many other questions. So which we are going to discuss all these patterns. And then these are the programmatic questions I have written, like because data structure is something, the more you practice, the more you get it, right? Not the theory, right? So all these questions we are going to practice in the class live. So you can see that reverse of a number, LCM. LCM stands for least common multiple. We have done it in our schooling, right? Maybe fifth class, sixth class. We know how to do the LCM. Like if you want to calculate LCM of 2, 4, 6, 8. If you guys do remember like this, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. And then again 2 ones are 3 and 4. And then 2, 1, 1, 3 and 2. And again 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. I hope you guys remember now, right? So we continue till you get all ones. Now what is the LCM? 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 3 the something 48. Yeah, 48. 48 is the LCM for this number. So this is how we calculate it in our school. Now, if I give you some of the Akaran questions are present that they'll give you n numbers and they're asking you to calculate the LCM of those n numbers. How to calculate that? We are going to look at a program. And I'm just talking about most of the important questions here. See, what is a linear search? What is a binary search? Square root of a program. How to compare two linked list? How to merge two linked list? How to detect a cycle in the linked list? And then there is the open closed bracket problem. Print all the leaves of a binary search tree, height of a tree, depth of a tree, level order traversal, vertical order traversal, left view of a tree, check whether the given tree is a binary search tree or not. write a program to print the mirror image of a tree. So these are the most frequently, like once we discuss about the tree topic, we are going to learn all these questions as part of the topic. So these are the questions that will be discussed, and these are the hacker rank questions. Like, so once we identify the problem, we go to this website. Like, it can be a hacker rank, it can be a lead code, any website. So we go and there put our solution and then test it, whether how many test cases are passing or failing. So that we do in the class itself. And the way I teach you guys is whatever the code, whatever the topics I've told, right? I'm going to write the code in front of you guys. So let me show you the sample that currently I'm teaching core Java. So even if it is a multi-threading, like I have taught multi-threading. In the multi-threading, most of the time we see that executor framework, right? Like thread pools and all. So all this code, whatever I have writing, so I have written in front of the class, in front of everyone. Like I'm going to tell you guys what is the significance of each line. Why am I writing the each line of code? Okay, that is how I teach. And this is about a course content of data structures and complete data structures. And if you can call it as a collections and then advanced data structure, that is also fine. Now, why did I broke this course into a two parts, collections and advanced DSA? Because some of the students want to join only for collections. Some of the students join for only for the data structures. It's up to you. You can join for both or you can join for independently. Now that coming to the time, so these collections, whatever I have taught, this collections course content, which takes around close to 1 month of time, close to 30 to 35 days, guys. Till here, we complete the course content in 30 to 35 days. And the class is morning, every day morning, 7 to 8 a.m. I'll be sharp. I'll be joining on time and Monday to Friday. And in case if there is unforeseen situation happen and I could not take a class during the weekdays, I may prefer to take the class on weekend. That I'll be informing you ahead of the time. And once this collections is completed, we'll get started with the advanced data structures. And this advanced data structures entire will take 2 months. So total entire course duration for data structures and collections, everything together, it is close to 3 months. Now today we are starting means today is the 2nd of April. Like uh, in the first week of May, in the first week of May, we are going to complete the collections and then we'll start the data structures. And June, by July first week, we are going to complete the data structures as well. That is at high level. And coming to the course fees, so the collections only, if you would like to enroll only for collection, the course fees is 3,000. And if you would like to enroll only for data structures, live classes around 7,000. So, but if you enroll for both, if you wanted to enroll for both, then it is around 10,000 and you will be getting a recording access up to 1 year. And I'll be sharing the notes also. When I say notes, I have written a separate notes. Like I prepared a notes by looking at different materials, online blogs, textbooks, and then I prepared a notes. I'll be sharing that notes with you guys. And whatever the program I am writing every day in the class, that also will be shared with you. Yes, Pratik, you will get the notes, whatever I teach in the class.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have some doubt. Actually,
yeah,
I have 3+ years experience from the backend development. Actually, recently I resigned my job. I'm looking
okay.
for a new role. So when we got a new requirement, I am struggling more to analyze the problem solving skills. To overcome that, can I improve these problem solving skills and to helpful to crack the interviews?
Yes.
Can you please
So,
suggest me for
yeah.
those cases?
So if you attend this one, right, it will definitely see, I teach you guys, but it's up to you. You have to practice, guys. At least 20 to 30 minutes a day. You have to, whatever I am teaching, if you practice on your own, at least it will boost up your programming skills. So many of you know the topic, but when it comes to in the interview nowadays, no one is asking you to talk. They're asking you to write. Correct?
Yes, sir.
They're
Yes.
asking you to write a program. So many of you are not good at that writing a program. But in this course, what I'm going to teach is I teach everything through the practical approach, like program. I speak the theory for 5 minutes only. Like if you ask me array list, I'll talk about 5 minutes only. After that, how does the array list works internally? I'll go to the code and I'll write a code and I'll explain. Now, whatever I'm doing in the class, you have to do the same thing after the class for 30 minutes, like in that day. Then definitely you yourself can see there is a improvement in the programmatic skills of you. Sharon, system
Okay, sir.
design is not part of this. And
Yeah, and can is this required for the advanced DSA must and should or
it's if nowadays like everyone is asking the data structures also, right? I would say like
yes,
it
sir,
would be
yes, sir.
good to learn, but you never know what can be asked in the interview, right?
Yes, sir, correct one.
Yeah, so better to learn. Yeah. And
Karthik,
are there
sir,
Sure,
one
sir. Thank
question.
you, sir.
yeah, before taking your question, I'll just I just wanted to tell their my previous student experience if anybody is there. I mean, they so there are attending some of the people are attending my classes. They'll just share their experience. Then you can listen to them. Anyone can share your experience on what how much ever you learned, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is, you can share. Like it can be your feedback should consider like how the classes are going on, how much you are able to like before attending this class, what was your level of programming. After attending this class, what was the level of programming. Can my previous students explain your feedback, please? Anyone?
Yeah, Karthik sir, I'm just following your recordings. I joined mid of the session, but recording also helps. But I just jot down the doubts. Still, you are available all the time, but still, I'm not asking the doubt. It's been 1 month. Like recording itself makes me very good, but yeah, still no time to ask doubts because lot to practice. So I like it. That's why I'm continuing your DSA class and then collections. So I'm not from pure IT background. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Any other persons would like to share the feedback? Like, see, when I say feedback, it is not only good thing, guys. Anything, whatever you felt when you are joining my earlier courses, so that the new faces, like new one joining today, right? They might know what is the expectation. How did I teach?
Yeah, Karthik, this is good morning. I'm FD. Hi everyone. Whoever, what I want to say is that I have a 3 years of experience in IT before when I joined the Karthik. I'm following the Karthik from since last 1.5 year. Keep on listening the classes. Even I have been old student to listen, but after attending the Karthik classes, I have been cracking like couple of interviews, not only one and two, like around 50 to 60 interviews. I have been cracked the interviews. Of course, like a Deloitte or like a JP Morgan, because I have been cracked that interviews because purely on these concepts which have been taught by the Karthik, and keep on I'm going through lessons. So here I'm not like where people think like that, and why do I want to invest the money? But here it's investing the money is not important here. Here the important is that whatever the Karthik is teaching, we have to, because why I'm listening the Karthik classes means I directly it is keeping in my mind, in my brain directly. So few things have been so I've been improved a lot, especially like collection, data structure, bubble sort or whatever that. And some of the things like small things also I'm going to forgot in some times of the interview. So that also is gives a lot of confidence when I'm listening the Karthik classes. Is my feedback.
And I wanted to add that even though I joined in the middle of core Java, but Karthik sir is always asking, "Do you have doubt?" Or still I didn't ask doubt, but still he's saying I'm there. You just practice and if you have even those concept I'm using in automation, he said send me if you have like trying to apply. And at the end of the class, he's saying whatever you guys are saying wrong or right, just say what I have teached, and next day he'll ask again that if you have doubt and all. So likewise, if someone doesn't know, he'll tell next class again, and at the end of the class also he'll repeat like that. Okay, what we have learned or not. So I think this is a good way, and he's always there, even like. any student, whoever is part of it later on also. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just asked feedback from my old students so that the new guys, you do not know me, right? How can you join for the course? Like, so that demo classes will be there till today is a Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll get started. See, today is the course content I wanted to talk, and then the timing, and then the feed structure. And you don't need to pay now. You just look at the demo classes. Like, we'll have a demo class tomorrow till next Tuesday, like 8th of April. Till 8th of April, demo classes will be there. Same time, same Zoom link. You can join. You can listen to these classes freely. You don't need to pay not even a single rupee. Okay, you just listen. And if you think that it is not useful, you leave it. You don't need to join. If you think that it is useful, then you can join. So don't join now. Just join after looking at the tomorrow class onwards. So from tomorrow onwards, what we are going to look at was, first we'll start with the arrays. What is array? How to create an array? What is how to create a two-dimensional array, single dimension array? How to add the data, etc. And then we are going to look at what is the problem in the array, and then why do we need to go for a collection object. So that is the first topic that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Yeah. Sharon,
Hello, sir.
this is purely data structure. System design is something different. At this point of time, I'm not teaching any system design.
Sir, any sliding window problem?
Sliding window, I can, this is not part of the
Yes,
content,
sir. I
but
know
I
that part
can,
of.
yeah, it is not part of the content, but
Yeah,
I can explain you at the end.
yeah.
If
It's
you
just
take one question and if you're not able to solve it, just put that question to me. I can explain over any of the class.
okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So
Any
I
other
just want
Yes,
to
questions?
sir.
say, sir,
Yeah.
so I'm part of your Java 8, 9, 11 batch. Sir,
Okay.
I saw people are struggling in streams and they're doing these Java 8. Like, if you will ask people for Java 8 to write a program, they will struggle, sir. After taking your classes, like it's very easy to handle all these streams and whatever Java 8 operates, 9, 11 operates also, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine. Good to know.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Kiran here.
Yeah.
Sir, are you cover like backtracking and recursion?
Yeah. Recursion will be covered. But what is the another one you said?
Backtracking.
Backtracking also will be covered. Yes. See, if I write like that topic wise, this course content will become 4 pages. And to explain that core
Okay.
content itself, the class demo classes will take 2 or 3 days, right? So if you look at here, dynamic programming, in the dynamic programming, I have written recursion
Yeah,
versus
you
dynamic
provide the
programming. Yeah.
request. Yes.
And as I mentioned, we teach in order, pre-order, post-order. In order, pre-order, post-order, these are recursal code only, right? So you need to understand
Yes.
recursion first. Recursion is very important topic in Java. I'll teach you. Like, there is a definite takeaway from you in that. That will be covered.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last two
sir.
minutes, guys. Yeah.
Yes, Krish. Yeah, sir, Krishna. Yeah, I have total 4 years of experience in SQL Server and Azure data engineering.
Okay.
I don't have any experience in Java. How can I handle
So,
programming side? I have zero knowledge.
okay,
Can I
then you do
join this
not know
course?
any. No, honestly speaking, you need to know core Java at least. Like, what is the class? Do you know at least sample program how to write a core Java Hello World program?
No, I have a
Okay.
small knowledge on Python.
Okay. Python, if you are, but Python is user friendly. Core Java is not user friendly. You need to follow some strict guidelines. So what I can suggest you that is you can join if you are interested. But the thing is, parallelly, you need to learn the core Java also. Currently, my core Java course is going on. Like, that is in the core Java, we just completed the OOP principles, and then we completed the threads. So we are starting with the collection. So first 2 topics you need to learn. You need to look at the recordings and then come up with the questions if you are interested. That is the thing
Okay, sir.
I can
Yeah,
suggest you.
so if I join currently this course now, after the yeah, what is the next batch, sir? What I am
So
asking is, if I am unable to understand this course, means if we join the second time.
so what you need to do is first you join the core Java. Okay. So core Java
Okay,
currently it is going on. See, the core Java started in January 1st. Okay, 2 months back. Not January,
okay,
end of January. So first I taught about what is core Java, how to install Java, how to write a program, everything. It's been 2 months. I have taught about the OOP principle, like object-oriented principles. And then I talked about what is a thread, etc. And then we started with the collection. So now you need to listen to those both the things first. Okay, this
Okay.
collections also will be covered as part of core Java only. So once you complete that, then you can join for the advanced data structures later, next batch. Or if you can manage both parallelly, you can listen to that first, and then you can listen to these recordings also. It's up to you. It's on depends on your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Guys,
Sir,
yeah. Last question, guys. I
uh,
have only two
sir,
minutes.
I just have a question like what should be our approach based on your experience, like in order to crack like top MNCs like Amazon and other companies? So can you please tell?
Yeah. So the thing is, you need to practice various questions, guys. I mean, don't speak in terms of theory. Your program should talk, not you. The more you practice, the more you get it. It's all about the way. See, you don't need to solve the entire question, but you need to understand how can I solve it, correct? So that is the thing that they
Yes, sir.
look at it. So that only comes with the number of questions. See, no one can teach you 100% data structure. If someone is telling that this will be covered, then they're bluffing. Because
Okay.
does anyone guarantee you that this question can be asked in the interview?
No, sir.
What any exam, like leave about these data structures. In my schooling also, no one can teach you, no one can tell you what question comes in the interview, what question comes in the exam, right? They can tell
Yeah.
you that this is the most frequently asked questions, but these questions will give you the ability to think and then solve the new question that is asked in the interview, correct? So that comes
Yes,
with a
sir.
practice. So only thing you need to practice. I would say that simply daily take one question and then practice every day one question, or take your time. Whatever I'm teaching in the class, just write the code on your own. I'll tell you how to write also during the classes. You can easily write it. You don't need to butify. Just do that for every day, 20 minutes. Just put a clock, do it for 20 minutes, not more than that. Then definitely
Okay.
3 months I said, right? 3 months means 90 days. After 90 days, you yourself can see little bit of improvement. Then you can if you're then that will boost up your confidence, right? Then you can increase that 20 minutes to 30 minutes and solve the moderate questions, complexity, increase the complexity like that. That's how you start with basic, go to moderate, and then go to complex. And it
Okay, sir.
takes time. Like if you want to crack Amazon, Google, and all, right, it does not complete in one day or 1 week or 2 months, etc. It takes time, close to 6 months. Continuous effort you need.
Sure,
Okay,
sir.
because
Thank you, sir.
even if you crack it, after going there, if you're not performing, you lose job, right? So better,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. This content will be provided, Ram. Once the demo class are completed, the WhatsApp group will be created and the content will be provided.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So if no question, then that's all for today, guys. And tomorrow
Thank you, sir.
we'll talk about same time, same Zoom link, and we'll get started with the course content of arrays and then the problem with the arrays. And the timing is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'll be on time. I request you guys to be on time. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks for
Thank you, sir.
joining.
Bye.
Have a nice day.